So you were bothered by that pickaxe too, Hagakure?
Pickaxe?
There's a pickaxe in the shed in the garden, with the phrase Crazy Diamond carved into the handle. Does that ring a bell for anyone?
Crazy Diamond. I feel like I've heard that somewhere before.
It's not just a feeling. We have all, in fact, seen those words before.
Huh? Where?
Oh yeah, right. I remember. On Owada's jacket. Yeah, the back of his jacket said Crazy Diamond, didn't it?
You're right. It did.
But why would the same phrase be on a pickaxe in the garden?
Maybe Wada snuck in the shed and carved it himself.
We just gained access to the 5th floor today.
Maybe Owada brought it with him and Monokuma confiscated it.
Either way, it's bugging me. It obviously has some connection with Owada, but what?
In any event, it wasn't the pickaxe that caught my eye in the shed.
It wasn't?
I was talking about the lawnmower, dude. I think we might be able to call for help with it.
How would you call for help with a lawnmower?
Jeez, dude, you still don't get it? We make crop circles, dude! Haven't you seen signs? We use the lawnmower to make crop circles. And then call for them! Call for them, dude!
How did Hagakure end up like this? When we first met, he wasn't anything like this.
Well, yeah, dude. That was the beginning of the game. My character hadn't been set in stone at that point yet.
You legitimately depress me.
And with that, it seems like everyone's made their reports.
Alright, what now, dude?
Since from here on you guys will be working as my subordinates, there's something I want made clear.
Once again, how tall is that ivory tower? Don't put a hole in the ceiling, you douche.
So, what is it you wanted cleared up?
Kyoko Kirigiri's true identity.
What?
Kirigiri's identity? She's Kirigiri, isn't she?
And who exactly is Kyoko Kirigiri? Each and every one of us has a clearly defined reason as to why we were selected to come to Hope's Peak Academy. Asahina is the super-duper high school swimmer, Hagakure is the super-duper high school shaman, and Naegi is the super-duper high school luckster.
More like unluckster right now, though.
But what about Kirigiri? Is there anyone here who knows?
That's right. She never told us, dude.
She doesn't really like talking about herself.
This isn't a matter of what one likes or dislikes. This is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who willfully hides their history from view? Start talking, Kirigiri, so as to not invite any unnecessary suspicion.
I can't.
What? Why won't you tell us?
I didn't say I wouldn't tell you. I said I can't tell you.
What do you mean, dude?
I don't remember.
Huh?
I have no memory of it.
You have no... You mean... You have...
Amnesia?
It appears as though your sense of humor is sorely lacking. It's amusing how unamusing that joke was. So unamusing I forgot to laugh.
Don't tell me. You were serious.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything. But it doesn't matter to me. Whether you believe me or not, the truth will come out soon enough.
So you intend to maintain your silence until the bitter end then? Is that what this is? Well, you best forget about things going your way anymore.
What are you going to do? Torture me?
I wouldn't stoop to something so savage. I'm simply going to restrict your movement so you can't do anything else suspicious.
Restrict my movements?
Hand over your room key.
Her room key? If she gives you that...
But it's against the rules to sleep outside a bedroom! She won't be able to sleep!
If she doesn't like it, she can talk. It should be simple enough. She just needs to tell us about herself.
Hold on. What's threatening her going...
Alright, fine.
It seems she's had a change of heart. You going to talk now?
Kirigiri approached Togami, not saying a word, and then she handed him her key.
You... Why? Why are you so insistent on your silence?
I told you this once already. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't tell you anything.
Does that mean you were serious, Kirigiri? About your amnesia?
If you think about it, it's not impossible. In this terrible academy, where only terrible stuff happens, a little memory loss ain't so far-fetched.
This terrible academy where only terrible stuff happens? Is that really what this is, though?
Huh?
Can you really say for sure that everything that happens here is bad?
What do you mean?
I think I've said too much.
With that, Kirigiri turned her back to us, and without another word, walked off.
Where do you think you're going?
Don't worry. I won't do anything to get in your way.
And those were her last words. Kirigiri's last words. The sound of the door closing behind Kirigiri resonated through the silent cafeteria.
What the heck is she, dude? What's her deal?
I think we might have gone a bit too far. I mean, taking her room key...
For her, that was just right. Or better yet, all the pressure excited her. And the more she's pushed, the hotter she gets.
Silence, Fukawa! Your talking privileges are now gone. I can still hear you. The sound of your breathing and your heart beating is like a fly in my ear.
You're telling her to die? Not that I don't understand the sentiment.
In any event, what does Kirigiri plan to do now? And this situation, it's exactly the same. Exactly the same as when everyone was ganging up on Ogami. And I haven't changed either. I still can't stop them.
Ah!
Oh, holy shit! What's up, dude? I start screaming all of a sudden. You scared the shit out of me.
Over there!
You! How long have you been there?
I am unbelievably, unprecedentedly angry!
Angry? At what?
At the thief! Sorry to say it, but one of you is a thief!
What?
Who stole it? Who stole my treasure?
Your treasure?
Mr. Monokuma believed in you guys. And to have you guys betray that trust. These days, the world teems with anxiety and anguish. I can understand why people flee to their escapism.
What do you mean, treasure?
Shut up! I hope you all get caught in a whirlpool of unemployment and debt!
And off he goes. What was that all about, dude?
He said someone stole his treasure. Does anyone have any ideas?
It was probably Kyoko Kirigiri's doing.
What?
Who other than her could do something like steal from Monokuma?
Kirigiri stole something from Monokuma? If so, then what did she steal? And why?
Nighttime is now in effect.
Uh-oh. We'd better get out of here.
Looks like this conversation's on pause till tomorrow. Same with this Kiri stuff, too.
Putting Monokuma and Kirigiri aside, something in the air feels somewhat agitated. I would be extra careful tonight if I were you, and avoid leaving your rooms until morning.
That goes without saying.
Then you're dismissed. I'm going back to my room.
And with that, everyone left the cafeteria and returned to their own rooms. Oh yeah, I'd better put up that knife I got from Fukawa. It should be safe in my desk drawer. Anyway, I wonder if Kirigiri's gonna be alright. What's she going to do, since she can't get into her own room? Is there anything I can do for her? Anything I can do? I opened my eyes and had realized I had fallen asleep at some point. But more importantly, someone rang the intercom? Kirigiri?
I'll be waiting in the dressing room.
Hold on! Kirigiri! Kirigiri disappeared into the hall, not paying my calls any mind. We just talked about not leaving our rooms tonight, but I can't not go either.
Sorry for coming by so late.
Don't worry about it. I've gotten used to it.
I see. Then let's get straight to the point.
This is something you can't talk about where there are security cameras, isn't it? Could it, perhaps, have something to do with the thing you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma made a big fuss about it earlier. Something about a treasure being stolen. That was you, wasn't it, Kirigiri?
Yes, it was me.
I figured as much. So, what'd you take?
This.
A key? But it obviously wasn't just any key. It had a Monokuma head on the end. I've never seen anything quite like it. Where did you get that?
I took it from the headmaster's office.
What? You snuck into the headmaster's office? But I thought the door was locked.
The lock had been broken.
What?
Togami. She did it for us.
Togami did?
Do you remember in her suicide note when she said, "Even in death, retribution will be mine"?
You're saying Togami broke down the door to the headmaster's office for our sake?
Yes, so that we could uncover the secrets buried in that room.
Togami did that. For us. She broke the school's rules. For us. She took one final strike at the academy after she'd sealed her fate.
I realized the lock had been broken after yesterday's class trial was over. But I knew that if I went in then, Monokuma would find out right away. So, I used you as a decoy.
So you're saying that last night, when you told me to go to the data processing room...
Yes, so you would attract Monokuma's attention. I snuck into the headmaster's office using that opening. And the fruit of that endeavor is this key.
So that's what that was about. Then was what you told me last night also something you found there?
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student hidden in this academy. The girl referred to as the super-duper high school despair. Beware of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Did you learn about this Mukuro Ikusaba person in the headmaster's office too?
I found a file about her there. I'm still not sure on the details, but Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous.
How so?
It's possible she could be the puppet master.
The puppet master? But didn't Alter Ego say there was a pretty high chance that the headmaster was the puppet master?
No, the headmaster is not the puppet master.
Huh?
There's no doubt in my mind, even if I have no proof yet.
She doesn't have any proof, but she can say it with certainty? That's unusual for Kirigiri. But assuming the puppet master isn't the headmaster, that makes him, or her, Mukuro Ikusaba?
In any event, after all this time, we've finally gotten our hands on something big. We can't let this opportunity slip away.
But what exactly does that key open anyway?
I still don't know that yet. That's why you're going to go distract Monokuma while I go figure it out.
You're planning on sneaking off somewhere else this time? That's way too risky. Besides, even if I did distract Monokuma, there's no guarantee that there's only one puppet master. What if there are multiple puppet masters watching over us?
I didn't get caught last night, did I?
That could have just been a coincidence.
There's a possibility that the puppet master can't observe us and control Monokuma at the same time.
What?
And that's why it worked last night. I'm not saying you're wrong, though. It is possible that it was just a coincidence. But that's exactly why there's merit in trying the same thing one more time. If it works a second time, then my deduction will be all but proven.
I sat in silence and listened as Kirigiri continued, speaking in a calm, clear tone.
If the puppet master truly cannot control Monokuma and observe us at the same time, then that gives us an opening. This experiment also serves to make certain of that.
But still, no matter how you put it, it's too dangerous. Think about what'll happen if it doesn't work.
That shouldn't be an issue. Remember, you may investigate Hope's Peak Academy freely. No limitations have been placed on your actions. There are no limitations on what we're allowed to do for the sake of solving mysteries. Isn't that right? Even stealing the key, it's not like I'm breaking any rules.
But do the rules really matter if you piss off the puppet master? He could kill every one of us, no questions asked.
You bring up a good point. If the plan fails, we'll be able to figure that out too.
Huh?
If things go sour, will the puppet master break his own rules, or will he uphold them to the bitter end? We gain something of value whether the plan fails or succeeds. There's no reason not to go through with it.
But...
If we want to accomplish anything, risk is unavoidable. I'm well aware of the danger, but if we want answers, we must push forward. Am I wrong?
In that moment, I finally noticed there wasn't a trace of sorrow or fear in her eyes. Rather, her eyes were locked on an enemy, a mystery that needed to be taken down. And she was smiling.
I will not change my mind. I have no intention of it.
Kirigiri reached into her breast pocket and handed me. What's this?
Perhaps you could call it a declaration of my intent. Don't open it now. Only open it should something happen to me.
Something? Like what?
It's just a precaution. On the off chance something does happen to me, I don't want to die in vain. Please, I want you to take it.
Fine, I'll take it, but that's all. As soon as this is done, I'm giving it back. Mark my words.
Yes, of course. And one final thing. I'd like you to keep this a secret from the others, at least for now.
Because it'll be harder to keep it from the puppet master?
That's one reason.
There are other reasons?
Never mind, it's not important.
I can't forget something like that so easily.
Alright then, let's get started. I'm counting on you, Naegi.
I just need to distract Monokuma? Alright, I'll try.
I'll go on ahead then. You take care of things here.
She left with nothing but a curt, cold goodbye. As she always did. She left with a brisk, determined gait. As she always did. The only thing different was the feeling of uncertainty welling up inside my chest as I watched her shrink into the distance. No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I mean, it's Kirigiri, after all. I mumbled to myself, trying to loosen some of the tension. And then I got to work. Alright, let's rock! Monokuma, you're watching, aren't you? I'd like to talk. Show yourself! A short time later.
Well, if that ain't a rare sight, you hardly ever call on me yourself, Naegi. By the way, Naegi,
What?
what were you and Kirigiri doing alone in the bath in the middle of the night? Were things getting steamy and wet, and then...
We move to comply with the SOB content regulations.
Am I right? It's a secret then. That's okay though. Unlike you, Naegi, baths don't really do much for me. I like to keep my surveillance clean and wholesome. No R ratings here.
Is that why there aren't any cameras in the bath?
Bingo.
I'm betting the real reason you didn't put them in was because the steam would fog the lenses. That's my bingo.
Whatever, what do you want? What do you bring me all the way out here for?
Well, there's something I'd like to know.
Whether I'm a boy bear or a girl bear? Bears don't have genders.
Actually, they do.
Seriously? Then what does that make me? What am I? No, I'll just get depressed if I think about it too hard. What was it you wanted to ask, Naegi?
Well, what you said earlier about someone stealing your treasure. What exactly did you have stolen?
I hope I'm misinterpreting. And you didn't call me all the way out here just to ask me that. I'm shocked. 100 megavolt shocked. Don't you have anything more important to ask? Like how I harvest honey or what I'm like in heat? Unbelievable. Are all pubescent boys as pitifully boring as you? Fine. I'll tell you so this trip isn't a total waste. A key and a blankety blank. There, happy!
A blankety blankety blank?
Use your head. It means I'm not telling. I'd like to know what's in that head of yours that made you think calling me for this was a good idea. Next time you waste my time with something so stupid, I'll cut it open and find out for myself.
And with that, Monokuma vanished. Phew. That should be sufficient enough of a distraction. All that's left for me is to believe in Kirigiri and wait for her to return safely. There's nothing to worry about. It's Kirigiri. Right? I returned to my room and fell asleep right away, trying to escape from my lingering uncertainty.
Monokuma Theater Advert Edition. This dub is brought to you by the Let's Dub Project.
I wonder if we'll all be able to work together, or if we're doomed to fail from the start.
It'd be just like Eric to put me in a group of useless people.
But I hope we get the chance to spend more time together over the next 2 weeks. It's, my first time, here.
And welcome to this year's spectacular event!
It's just that every time I looked over here, I'd see you all alone. I thought you might like some company.
Alright, enough product placement. Time for the real Monokuma Theater. This is the era of ninja. Samurai are a thing of the past. By the way, why didn't I get an offer? I'll buy it anyway, though. I'll buy 2 copies. Rise and
My arms and legs feel heavy. Is it because I was up so late last night? In any case, I've got to get to the cafeteria.
You're late, Naegi. It's 1 minute past the designated meeting time.
I'm sorry. I'm not feeling too great right now.
You think an old, tired excuse like that is good enough for my white knight?
Oh, look at you. You're allowed to talk now?
I don't recall giving you permission.
What? I had assumed it reset at the end of the day. I'm very sorry. Please don't hate me. I'll gladly accept any punishment. How about I scrub the toilets while wearing a sign around my neck that says, I'm a very bad girl.
If you quit spouting filth like that, I'll let this one slide.
Thank you very much. I won't spout any more filth. If I say something else unpleasant, feel free to shove garbage into my mouth. It would be my pleasure to serve as my white knight's own personal trash can.
It's no good. She's rotten to the core, dude.
Anyway, where's Kirigiri? I haven't seen her today.
Dude, this is way past fashionable lateness. I'm not even talking about B-list actresses. This is like supermodel tier fashion lateness.
After what happened yesterday, maybe she got mad and isn't going to come.
It would be a big mistake if I told them why she isn't here. So, right now, I just need to stay quiet.
Just where is that woman and what is she doing? She can't even get into her own room.
Oh yeah, you still got her key, dude. That's pretty fucked up, though.
What's this? You guys searching for Kirigiri?
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's you again. What do you want this time?
I'm right, aren't I? You're looking for Kirigiri.
Do you know where she is?
Maybe? Who knows?
Huh? You don't know either, do you, dude?
You're here because you don't know, aren't you? You're trying to probe us for information.
Anyway, so you hate it when you ask someone their favorite manga and they give you some obscure series?
Your topic-changing strategy is way too obvious.
Either way, there's no doubt about it. Monokuma really doesn't know anything. In which case, that means last night's plan worked. In which case...
There's a possibility that the puppet master can't observe us and control Monokuma at the same time.
She was right?
So how about it? You're searching for Kirigiri, ain't ya? You guys have any ideas?
Not the faintest.
Even if we did, we wouldn't tell you.
Of course you wouldn't, dude. So back the fuck up, Teddy Ruxpin.
I see. Oh, whatever. Who cares? I don't care about any of this anymore. Bye-bye.
After Monokuma left, we all exchanged glances.
Hey, what was that all about? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where Kirigiri is either?
So it would seem.
Let's Start Project.